everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Nico Chief Bricks, and for today I will be showing my full Lego collection. I did this last year in 2024 and I thought I'd do it again this year as my collection has grown a lot. I'm very excited to show all the newest additions to my collection, so without further ado, let's get started. So for this year's collection video, I'm actually going to start on the right side of my room. Starting up here are three sets on display, with the Dark Falcon being on the left side, the newest Sith Infiltrator in the middle, and the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit on the far right. And I have all the minifigures displayed right next to each other. The Dark Falcon definitely is one of my favorite sets from 2024. It's such an interesting concept. Moving on down to the next shelf, I have the Coruscant Guard gunship next to Brick Vault's minifigure scale ATTE, which is still one of my favorite builds in my collection. It is just such a magnificent looking build, and I really do love the Coruscant Guard gunship as well. I have the Lego Dune Ornithopter with all the minifigures, though I lost the piece that goes with the Baron for when he stands. On the left side, I have some of the Mando Season 3 sets with the Battle Pack and the Moff Gideon Attacker, I forgot what it was called, set. And then I do have the gift with purchase that came with the Venator. I believe it's the 2 patches with the Republic credit. On the next shelf, I have 2 Jedi Starfighters, one being Jedi Bob's and Obi-Wan's. They look very good next to each other. Next to them, I have the buildable Droideka, which looks absolutely phenomenal, and the gift with purchase droid troop carrier from May the 4th. Next to them is another Brick Vault model, the J1 Proton Cannon, which looks absolutely phenomenal as well in its minifigure scale. Here are some non-Lego Star Wars sets with the Fast and Furious Lego Speed Champions on the right side, the Nissan Skyline, which is one of my favorites, that's why I picked it up. And then next to that is 2 Indiana Jones sets, which are very awesome, and they were 2 of 3 for the wave. I just sadly missed the third one, which is one I really wanted. In the corner is the 2020 X-Wing, and on the final bottom shelf, I have a mech next to the Polybag AAT, a ATRT from the 501st Battle Pack, and the 2018 Playscale X-Wing, which is what I still consider the best Playscale X-Wing. So I recently got a new shelf, which was a good addition, and this one has all of the, anything Ahsoka TV series sets. So at the top is my personal favorite from the show, the Ghost, which looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the detail, and the minifigures are great. Moving on down is one of these sets from the last episode. Honestly, it's really just a small display, big stand pretty much, so I definitely will replace it with some other sets in the future, but I do love the minifigure selection with that excellent looking Grand Admiral Thrawn. I love the dual molded legs. Moving on down is the T6 shuttle, which looks very good as well, and I love the minifigure selection. And the final 2 spots are the E-Wing versus Shin Hati Starfighter set. These 3 shelves were the newest addition to my collection. On the bottom shelf, I have the newly released Ahsoka's Jedi Starfighter, which looks very nice. Definitely a very high price for a Jedi Starfighter compared to previous, but the Starfighter does look very good nonetheless. Moving on to the next is Grogu's Escape flashback from Mando Season 3. The Kelleron Beck minifigure looks absolutely phenomenal. And, this is the one that came with the light pole as an extra addition. Next to both of those sets are just a random assortment of minifigures that don't really go with a set. Some came from the Advent calendar or sets that I just no longer own. On the right side are the Rebel and Empire battle packs, which are improvements from previous battle packs that came out a while ago. And next to it is the Tantive 4 hallway, which still looks very good. I really love the display and the minifigures that came with it. And on the corner is a nice little mini kit, which came with the recent Advent calendar. And on the left shelf is Optimus Prime, which is one of my favorite builds in my collection. As a huge Transformers fan, I am just so happy to have him. And this shelf will be dedicated to the Transformers, so I'm hoping to get the Bumblebee soon. And then a set that's just in the corner is one of my personal favorites as well, the Pyramid of Giza architecture set, which I really just love how it looks. So on this main shelf to the left of my room, I've moved some things from the previous collection video. Starting on the top are still the same diorama sets with the Emperor's Throne Room and the Yoda Dagobah Jedi Training. In the back, I have the Star Wars Oreo package just because it looks very awesome. Behind the Emperor's Throne Room diorama is another gift with purchase that I have displayed, which is this very nice Death Star Trench Run coin, which are, Lego Star Wars has some interesting gift with purchases. They're never really like mini builds. They're always these like collectibles, which still look very good, but I definitely do want some more gift with purchase builds that go with the set that they come with. And I have the 25th anniversary minifigures here in the front. I am missing Kid Leia, but I do have the rest. Collecting these 25th anniversary minifigures was pretty fun to do, and it was kind of cool to see Lego do this where you have to, collect multiple sets to finish all the minifigures. Though, my one complaint is like, for example, the Kid Leia minifigure coming in like this droid builder set. I mean, I would have loved if every minifigure came in a really desired set. Don't mind my cat, I'm about to let her in here in a second, but, like I have to buy a set that I'm very not interested in to get one of these minifigs. Like Cal Kestis came in the Star Destroyer, so of course, someone's gonna want that Star Destroyer, but that's kind of just a small little thought process I have, but I am very fond of this type of thing to, collect these minifigures, and I hope Lego does this again with some other anniversary. On the left is the minifigure that my girlfriend made me. It's been in that same spot for a while, and same with my favorite Luke Skywalker minifigure, as he's my favorite character in all of fiction, so I definitely wanted him to be displayed almost highest shelf in my collection. Moving on down, I have the TIE Bomber, which comes with some excellent looking minifigures, but I really love the build, next to the UCS TIE Interceptor, which looks absolutely phenomenal as well. Behind the UCS TIE Interceptor is another gift with purchase from the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. It's like the Death Star plans with a Death Star coin, which is pretty cool to see. I mean, this Death Star plans or picture of the Death Star looks very awesome, and this is a pretty cool gift with purchase to get. I just sadly missed out on that buildable small Death Star 2. On the middle shelf is the Endor Speeder Chase diorama, which I got on sale and definitely looks very good. I love the design on the trees, next to the most recent Star Destroyer, which came with some excellent minifigures. I loved getting just some random assortment of Imperial forces to really fill out the interior, and this Star Destroyer definitely looks very nice on the exterior. Below that is the buildable R2-D2, which was one of the 25th anniversary sets that came with Darth Malak, but I really do love the detail and techniques used to build this R2, and the plaque looks very good. Next up is the Yavin 4 base, which came with a bunch of minifigures. I feel like this set definitely is overhated, but I can definitely get some of the criticisms with this set, but it did come with a bunch of minifigures. And on the very bottom is the play scale Razor Crest next to the Inquisitor Scythe. I definitely have to put that one back together, but this is another one like the Ghost, which was an excellent $100 set with a very nice interior. Now for the main part of my collection. Starting on the right shelf are 3 of the Starship collection, with the most recent Acclamator, the Invisible Hand, and the Tantive 4, and the left being the most recently released Home 1 Star Cruiser, Executor Star Destroyer, and the Millennium Falcon. So it works that there's 6 so far, so 3 on each. So I'm very happy that it works, and I really am a huge fan of the Starship collection. On the very top shelf, I have the newly released ARC 170, which came with some excellent looking pilot minifigures, the Commander Cody brickheads in the middle, and the Emperor's Duel set, which retired, and I really loved this set and picking it up at a convention. And the main table having 3 of my favorite UCS sets. On the right side is the UCS Venator, which is an absolutely gigantic model and looks very good. There is the plaque and stand with Captain Rex and Admiral Yularen, and I have the Commander Cody minifigure sitting next to Captain Rex for display. There is the 20th anniversary of Clone Wars brick. In the middle is the UCS Razor Crest, which has an excellent interior, and there is the stand with all the minifigures, and possibly the best Mando minifigure with that excellent helmet printing, but I really love both of these UCS sets. And to finish it off, I have what I think is the best LEGO Star Wars set ever to be released, the UCS AT-AT. Comes with a bunch of minifigures to really fill out this full interior, which looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I love how detailed this build is and how gigantic it is too, standing on these very sturdy 4 legs. And I do have a review coming for this. It's going to take a minute since it is a very big model, but I am just such a huge fan. The General Veers is another very excellent looking minifigure with the dual molded legs. I had also positioned the Starship collection sets to be there, as the AT-AT does come a little bit above the shelving line, but seeing how they're on stands, it raises them a little bit above the AT-AT, so it works there rather than, having to take the whole shelf off and, move it somewhere else. Probably have to move these shelves, but it works, and it works with there being a total of 6 Starship collection ships. So that is my full 2025 Lego collection. It definitely has grown bigger since 2024, and I'm just very excited to show you all what I have. Definitely lightsaber slash that like button and hit the subscribe button so you do not miss any more Lego content. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.